easily pushed away to open India's account. Sehwag looking very nonchalant on that stroke. Slashed away, and it's racing to the boundary here. Fast outfield, and they're not big boundaries either, so Sehwag picks up his first boundary with so much ease.
Well, his eyes lit up there when he went after this. No half measures with Virender Sehwag, just opening the face of the blade and slashing it to the offside.
Lucky, real lucky there. Bowling was good because it was straight, and Sehwag just launched at it, but that could have gone straight to point, and Vettori knows it.
Yes, on another day, this could have been out, for sure. And the luck going Sehwag's way.
Beautifully tucked away. How about the timing? Tendulkar is going to tease Elliott all the way to the fence, and that is a beautiful stroke to ring up his first boundary.
Well, I like his balance today. The feet are moving. Big stride forward early on, even when he's playing back. He's using the depth of the crease. Nice roll of the wrists on that occasion. Nicely on top of the ball.
Notice how the footwork isn't required because the angle is there. It's really just keeping balance and leaning on the ball as he did so majestically there. Oh, that's nice. That's a long way from the bat from what I could see. Tendulkar's suggesting it might have hit the elbow. It was a good delivery, no doubt. Mills was cock-a-hoop with his appeal. He ran all the way down towards McGlashan, who thought maybe he might just have picked up his first dismissal in one-day international cricket. Good decision.
Very good decision, because it cut him in half. There was bounce, it nipped back. There was a sound. Top decision from the umpire.
It's gone up. Has it gone down to deep fine leg? No, he's too square. He's too square, and in the end, O'Brien probably ends up conceding a 6. So he may not have had a chance anyway, but if he was just a little finer, he might have been able to line it up and do a Jacob Oram, perhaps.
It's top edge from Sehwag. It surprised him, really, that delivery. Almost going the distance, just falling inside. One bounce over the rope. He's doing exactly that. Smashed it through mid-wicket. Really, he's a powerhouse of a player. He's dismissive when at his best. Have a look at this. Not all that bad a delivery, but he's onto it in a flash. What does the bowler do?
It was a bit square. That's gone as well. And Sehwag deliberately getting it in front of the wicket because of the man that's now picking up the ball from the gutter. That was a poor delivery given the ball before. And Mills' confidence looks really down. His pace is down.
That's what he does. He will demoralize the bowler with shots like this. And one just got the feeling he lined himself up here. He was sitting on that back foot. He was way back in his crease. It's had the time to get the ball in front of square.
Well, it ain't there. I mean, you just can't bowl that length. That was hit with tremendous power. Not a lot of height in the shot, but certainly it was just like a bullet off the bat.
Well, it's too short again. We talked about it in Napier that New Zealand bowlers were too short and enabled the Indian players to play square of the wicket, as well as New Zealand pitched on a good length, or maybe over pitched. They were able to go down the ground. That's all round the ground, and as a captain, it doesn't give you many options, especially when it's going over the boundary or close to.
Oh, gee whiz, that was in the air, and it's just going to be one of those days for Sehwag. He might be labouring, but his accuracy and his timing, sublime. He's got 50 in the first 10 overs by himself at 65 for none.
Oh, fantastic innings. 32 balls of entertainment from one of the best. That's a fraction high on the bat. compared to some of the shots we've seen, but that is rocketed again. In the air, mind you, there's a packed offside field now, but he found the gap. One gets the feeling it's necessary place there. It's a power game. If Jacob Oram can hit his length and line, he maybe get a pop up.
Tendulkar's got that beautifully in front of cover. Oh, it wasn't that bad a ball. It wasn't that bad a finish to the over, but it looks like it now in the book. 74 for none.
It is a good way to go, but it can also be heard as well.
Two noises there, but what were they? He's given him out. He's not happy to go. He's not happy at all, Sevag. You can see the shake of the head. There were a couple of noises, but was there bat?
Once again, a long time to make the decision, Evan Watkin. Couple of noises. See why he took his time, whether it's the right decision. One party's happy, the other not so much. Sewag for 54. Just through 36 balls, India 76 for 1.
Tendulkar goes down the wicket, chance, dropped. Kyle Mills, it was hard. It was to his right hand and high above his head, but he got a good piece of hand on it.
He's having a good day, Kyle Mills, right now, isn't he? Having to think about the bowling. Yeah, he timed the jump pretty well. He got a great hand on that. And right, you've got to chalk that up as a chance. It was a difficult chance, but right now, New Zealand to get back into this game, those chances need to be taken.
Well, pulls it away this time. Has it all the way? Yes, it is.
And that hurts. That has got to hurt a lot. Drop chance. A couple taken. Very next delivery, bang, into the stand.
Just so quick. So quickly onto it, Tendulkar. Puts it away comfortably and well into the grandstand. Ian Butler, disappointment for him. What now? This one, lovely timing. Through the covers. Vittori won't get it. That is a terrific shot and a great finish to the over for India. Sachin Tendulkar, 6-4 after being dropped. Tendulkar's given himself room here. He's gone out over extra cover. Hasn't timed it all that well, but he'll get 4.
He's becoming the aggressor now, Tendulkar, with Sehwag gone. Gambhir looking to establish himself. This is great team play and teamwork. A little bit of room. That's what he was looking for. That was exactly the delivery he was looking for. And didn't he deal with it well?
Tendulkar goes again, this time through the onside. Dragged across through mid-wicket, but it was a half volley length, and he was quick onto it and put it away.
Well, this is fabulous gamesmanship here from Tendulkar. He's decided that there'll be no let-off for New Zealand. Even if we got the wicket, the main man there is Sehwag, who was quite destructive. He's decided to lift his game. He will not allow the New Zealand bowlers to get through some overs here and pull things back.
Tendulkar goes down the ground again. That is magnificent. All the way along the ground, 4 more.
Goodness gracious. This is once again another very good 50 from Sachin Tendulkar. And look at that strike rate. Has he picked that up or what? He was scoring initially around the 60% strike rate. Now he's up to 88. Oram tried to follow him, but he was too good.
Yes, his 91st one-day international half-century. And the ground staff are coming on. Bales are off. Rudy Kirkson's pulling the stumps. And Brett Sipthorpe and his team of groundsmen coming out onto Westpac Stadium here at Wellington. It's a shame. It was due. I think a lot of people probably fairly thankful that we've had some cricket at all.
The important thing is that they've got through those first 2 power plays, New Zealand. They've only got to encounter the 3rd one, which is when India choose to take it. That's 4 overs.
Another good stroke from Gambhir, and guess what? He's found the gap. only do we hear that there's a show coming, Smithy, there is one. We can see it.
How good a shot's this? You watch the foot movement here. The way he's turned everything around. It wasn't a bad piece of bowling, but the way he was able to turn it around and angle the bat without playing across the line, he was able to bring the bat down relatively straight there without any sort of bottom hand being involved.
Sweeping, and that pretty straight. Yeah, and here it is, the slow death. Vettori wins the battle. It was full, and it was zeroing in on that middle stump, and Rudy Kurtzen said, yeah, good enough for me.
Terrific breakthrough here for the New Zealanders. They get the little master that was going on to hit, there's no doubt about that. Thought he could get a bit of it, Tendulkar he didn't, and Rudy Kurtzen gave him the slow send-off. So 61 today for Sachin Tendulkar. He's getting back to his best, though. You sense it's 139 for 2 on strike.
Oh, yes, got him! Got him! Taylor stayed in that third slip position. Brilliant stuff from Taylor, but take your hat off to Vettori and Mills. Vettori set the field, and Mills is back. His best moment for 3 or 4 days is Yuvraj really just guiding it. Soft dismissal from him, but he doesn't drop them, that boy. He's been copping them good lately. Yuvraj, a duck, 142 for 3. Wow, that kicked. Now Rudy Kurtzen's called over Evan Watkin to have a chat. He's not happy, is he?
Vettori's halfway off. Don't worry. Vettori's going. He's halfway off. Look, he's sort of looking back, but he's making a beeline straight to the pavilion. Good on you, Daniel. I think you won that one, and I think you've won the last 5 overs.
No doubt about it. He's bowled the 3 of them, 1 for 14. Mills has done well with a wicket. Yuvraj for a duck. And those 2 wickets will really help the Duckworth-Lewis equation when it's recalculated whenever we come back. This game has evened up a lot. It'll be an intriguing one. But for the minute, there is a lot of heavy cloud around, and it's just too wet to continue, so players have left the field.
Nicely struck. It's in the gap. The outfield is quickened up as well. So the first boundary after the break, and the Indian captain getting a move on.
He's a dangerous player.
Just a half volley, really, and the placement was very good.
Just got the feeling he started finding some form in the last game when he promoted himself up the order, started hitting the ball cleanly. Good man to have in a situation like this. You can see it's started drizzling again. So frustrating this for the players.
Now, where's this? This is locked up. It's going to be out. Caught, is it? Yes, it is. Gambire's gone. Caught by Elliott.
Yes, you could see it coming. They had to take their chances. He was eyeing the offside field, looking to clear it off. Didn't get it quite right in the end. Ended up slicing the ball. And a pretty straightforward chance. It went up in the air. Elliott was on the boundary. Took the catch comfortably. And the quest of upping the ante here. India have lost a wicket. Gambhir departs. It's 166 for 4.
Oh, nice stroke. Nice stroke. Targeted mid-off and hit it over the top for 4.
Yes, he got plenty of bat on that one. MS Dhoni attempted Yorker from O'Brien, not quite getting it right. Ended up coming out as a low full toss, and Dhoni was ready for it. Mid-off up in the circle, gets enough elevation to clear the man there. Much needed boundary.
That's the area that New Zealand got it wrong in the last game under pressure in the power plays. Just a little full. Dhoni could get underneath it, as could Raina, who's joined Dhoni out there. for another 4, is it? No, mid-on gets across and stops it. He's fast, Guptill.
There's no one in the deep on the offside. No, there is a deep point.
Now this has gone straight up. Has it gone long enough? I think it has. Oh, he's got this. It hasn't gone straight up, but that's gone long.
He's a little man, but he packs a punch. Lent delivery, and he's just come out to the crease, and this is a good shot. To get enough pad on it, get it down the ground, and one bounce over the rope. Good strike.
It looked like a complete and utter miss-hit. It's gone one bounce for 4. It had me fooled. Look, even in that shot there, it looked like it gone straight up. He's a gifted striker of a cricket ball. Now, what will Butler's reply be here? Can he get it full enough? No, he doesn't, but he gets away with it.
Yes, the rain's really coming down now. India will want to use this over.
There's the chase out here. He's picked a gap absolutely perfectly. I don't think that's where he intended it to go, but he'll take the result.
At this stage, he'll take it. You're right. He expected it to go over wide of mid-on. The bat face just closing. In the end, placement just right to get the ball away to the boundary. The ball skidding across the turf now.
It's a massive heave-ho, wasn't it? A massive heave-ho, but with the bat speed just taking it away, nowhere near the middle. Very much an inside edge. This rain's getting slightly heavier now. It's blowing across the ground.
Daniel Vettori walking up to the umpire and literally telling him what's going on. Forcing him to go off the park. Rudy Kirsten won't have any of it.
Yeah, they're desperate to stay out there. This one's square, so just a single for Raina this time. He's definitely not happy with Vettori. He's not happy at all being out there. I guess he's thinking in this little stint of bowling, it hasn't been too bad. It could have been a lot worse for him. There's been a couple of nice strokes played, so he'd be quite happy to leave the field right now.
Yes, and from India's point of view, they've got to be smart here. They don't want to lose a wicket because the umpires can go off the park at any time. It will help them with the Duckworth and Lewis run rate. So as much as they want to up the ante and get as many runs as possible, a loss of a wicket here will hamper them a bit. And I can just see the umpires waiting for a bit. As I speak, it's just eased off a bit, the rain. So again, the tactics will have to change for the batting side.
Oh, too full. He's got that very square. Bar too square. They've got away with a few here, the black cap bowlers, just in the time they've been out. Once again, Raina shows this knack of being able to hit the Yorker behind point for some runs, just a single this time. Jeetan Patel out on the park. Not originally in the squad, but brought up as cover for Daniel Vettori. And Butler's left the park, so Patel gets a run. Right, the umpires are coming together once again. It had slowed down somewhat, the rain. Now it's just blowing in again. I think if they didn't go off the park for the last one, they can't go off the park for this one. Well, they are. They're not going to listen to me. And out come the covers once again. And, well, I would say that is the end of the first innings. With India 188 for 4 from 28.4 overs. The Duckworth-Lewis system will come into play here. And a prediction we've made as to where they should be in terms of wickets if this was a 50-over game, and they will have to wait for whatever the target is. But right now, you get the feeling that India have had their turn at bat.
Yes, and I see New Zealand chasing a score around 200, if not more. That's for sure. Once the Duckworth-Lewis applies, we'll get the target for you. But you're right, this should be the end of the Indian innings. It's really picking up now, this rain. It's been frustrating for the spectators, the players. They've been in and out 3 or 4 times. But in the end, India finish on 188 for 4.
I think it was a good decision to leave the park, because just in the time they've started walking off, and it has got a lot heavier. They're just getting the Hessian cover on the pitch now. They're taking their time, so it's probably getting a little moisture, actually. Here they go now, covering it up. And once more we wait. Once more in this New Zealand cricket season, we wait for the rain.
Well, I think what the umpires decided at that stage was to wait and see, but the rain persisted and it's got heavier. So the right decision in the end to leave the park now, get the covers on so that the bowlers run up, the outfield doesn't get too wet. We need 20 overs for a game, so you don't want this rain to persist for too long, because at the moment it'll be a 28 over contest. But you don't want it to carry on for that length of time where India can't get in 20 overs. If that happens, then play will be called off. That's how the Indian innings have gone. Once again, a good start for India. Sehwag and Tendulkar getting into the act. Sehwag dominating that opening partnership. 54 from 36. Tendulkar found some form towards the end of that inning. 61 from 69. And then New Zealand pulled things back with a couple of wickets in quick time. Yuvraj missing out today. Then Dhoni and Raina, seeing India to the end of their innings, 188, and involved in a good partnership.
Tough night once again for the New Zealand bowlers. Mills 7 overs, 1 for 46. He was taking a bit of a pounding early on. He managed back somewhat. 1 for 44 for O'Brien. He's had a tough night as well. Those are the two opening bowlers who got savaged by Sehwag earlier on. Butler's been very impressive, and he's continued to impress with his comeback of his. 7 overs, 1 for 38. By far the pick of the seamers, going at only 5.5. Oram 4 overs, yet to really find his straps coming back with the ball after his injury. Vettori only 3 overs. The rain really scuppered him somewhat, but impressive once again with 1 for 14. And Ryder was given the responsibility of bowling in the shortened match conditions outside of the 3 overs of power play, and he was getting just a little bit of a tap.